Welcome back and welcome to another Readathon vlog. I participated this weekend in the 24 in 48 hour Readathon. As of now, it starts in about 10 minutes time, so I'm going to get my books ready, get my camera ready and show you what the next 48 hours look like. Hour one, and we've been doing some bits and pieces whilst listening to some audiobook. Now I'm going to switch to some ebook. So we're now 2 hours into the Readathon. I've done an hour of ebook, and the book I've picked is really intriguing. So I think I did the right thing putting it on the TBR, because if it's really intriguing, it's going to make me want to keep reading, which is a good thing in a readathon. I have changed into the pyjamas now as well. So we're into the comfy portion of the first night of the readathon. Major turning point in my book at 33%, just where we would expect it. So I've been reading for 4 hours and a quarter. My reading's starting to slow down a little bit. I still feel quite wide awake, but I am getting kind of lower. So I might turn the light off and switch to reading on my phone, or I might switch to the audiobook. But now I've started the ebook that's like, I don't want to stop reading it. And also I worry that it's quite similar, not the whole book similar, but there are similar themes in the audiobook and the ebook, so I'm like, I don't want to get them mixed up. Dilemmas. So last night I read until just after 4, and then I slept this morning until about 9:30. I got to 3/4 of the way through the book, but my eyes were just going, and but then my eyes were gone and I kind of wanted to sleep, but my mind was thinking about what was going on in the book, because just when I kind of had to stop, there'd been a bit of a revelation that I was like, oh. So we kind of know a bit more about what's going on, but again, it's kind of drip fed and we don't know what that's going to mean for the future or even the present. This is revelation from the past. It's very exciting. So I'm back up to reading. I'm going to finish this book because it's very good. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about it in my wrap up. Coffee now. Coffee. When I was reading last night, I was reading on my phone because I'd turned the lights off, and so I've just picked this up now and I'm like, we've already had this, why is this happening again? Realise I have to sync with my phone, don't I? Sync with you, yeah. Forgot to mention, remember to drink plenty of water as well. So I have been reading for just under 9 hours. I did 1 hour of audiobook and I have just finished If Only I Could Tell You by Hannah Beckerman. I was worried it was going to be a really weepy one, and I often do this in readathons, and I pick really weepy books and then just emotionally drained as well as kind of tired and stuff. But yeah, I knew I was going to finish it before doing anything else this morning. So now I'm going to have a little break to review it and have some lunch. So I just had a little break because I needed to film my movie reviews video, which will have been up. I'll leave it linked maybe. And now I'm going to take my audiobook with me down to the gym. I might not do like a major workout, but you know, moving during a readathon is important, so even if I'm just walking whilst listening, that is a good thing. I am up to somewhere between 10 and 11 hours of reading so far, so it's going strong. I always like to try and get a little bit more read on Saturday than Sunday, so I'm not like rushing last minute to try and get stuff finished. So I think definitely staying up late to finish, well, to read as much as I could of If Only I Could Tell You was definitely a good move. Although I think even if I hadn't been doing a readathon, had I started that book, probably would have stayed up late to read as much as I did because it was awesome. So yeah, I'll see you in the gym. So I'm back from the gym and I am just about to run a bath. I've just started a new ebook, so hopefully from my TBR as well, sticking to the TBR. I listened to a lot of audiobook in the gym. I was down there for just over an hour, and obviously I listened on my way down there and on my way back. So yeah, so I'm like 2/3 of the way through the audiobook and I've just got into the new ebook, so I'm about 10% in, but I have no doubt I will do a load more reading in the bath. So I had a little readathon break there to have some dinner, watch some SNL because that's Saturday, and I'm currently at 15.5 hours of reading, and so I'm getting back to it now. I'll probably try and do maybe another couple of hours, and then the rest will be tomorrow. I'll probably hopefully sleep a little bit more tonight than I did last night, but I do like to try and kind of get more done on the Saturday if I can, and then that leaves less on the Sunday. I think I've already said this, but yeah, I am just over 1/3 of the way into my ebook. I'm at 36%. Got some coffee. We'll see how we get on tonight. So we are now at the end of day 1. I don't know, because it starts at 10 PM my time. Is it day 1? Are there 3 days? Anyway, and I am going to give my eyes a little rest and finish up the day with some audiobook. I have done 17 and a bit hours of reading so far. I am 2/3 of the way through that ebook, so it seems like quite a nice place to finish. I'm also 2/3 of the way through the audiobook, so fingers crossed I'll be getting both of those finished tomorrow, and then I did give myself in my TBR a couple of shorter things in case I got to that situation. So yeah, gonna lay back, put my headphones on, get some audiobook on the go, find out what's going on in their world, because I've been in my ebook world for a little while. I'll make a change. Yeah, and I will catch up with you in the morning. So I'm up and back with some more coffee. I only have 6 hours to do today. I've been listening to a little bit of audiobook so far, and now I'm going to go back and hopefully finish my ebook. We went out for brunch and got some shopping and now back, so I am going to finish my last 4 hours of reading. I'm hoping to finish my ebook, hopefully my audiobook, and maybe read one of my shorter books that I popped on the TBR. I did do some reading over brunch as well. I did about 30 minutes of reading over brunch. So that was great. So I just finished my audiobook. I've logged it on the website. I need to write my review, but I think I'm going to wait until the end of my reading time. So I'm away to go and listen to some audiobook and see if I can get that finished. So I just finished my audiobook whilst I was sorting all my coupons. It was like almost perfect timing that it finished just as I was finishing sorting all of those. And now I have an hour and a half remaining before I hit 24 hours. So I'm going to read one of the shorter things that I popped on my TBR for just this occasion. I'm excited. So there you have it. I read 4 things this readathon. I read If Only I Could Tell You by Hannah Beckerman, which is 368 pages. Read that on my Kindle. I read Something to Tell You. What's with all the books and tell you? Something to Tell You by Lucy Diamond. Oh my goodness, can't remember any names this morning. Which I listened to on audiobook. That was 464 pages. I read From Mum with Love by Louise Emma Clark. That was 328 pages. And then right at the end there you saw I read Wildflower Park Part 3, which comes out in March. I'm loving this series so far, by Bella Osborne. I couldn't find a page count for that, but the first part I found the page count for, and the second part, and they were 90 pages, so I'm counting it as 90 pages. And the time it took me to read, it felt about 90 pages. So altogether I read 1,250 pages, which isn't bad for a weekend. I think it was a weekend well spent. As I say, I had a couple of other contingency things on my TBR, but I didn't need those because what I had worked out for me. So in terms of sticking to my TBR, I did stick to the TBR because the 4 things that I read were off the TBR. And yeah, altogether I read for 24.5 hours. I know I didn't sort of do a little sign off at the very end there, but that's because dinner was ready and I was done reading. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you took part and how you did, and if you like this style of video, please also let me know in the comments. I've had a little bit of feedback from the vlogs, so let me know your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe so that my next video lands in your subscription feed, and yeah, I will be back with another video soon, so I will see you then. Bye.